Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Souls 3. In the, la in the last part, we explored a bit of the Undead settlement. We made it to this next checkpoint here. We fought off Holy Knight Hodrick, and then he killed us. In this part, we're going to try to get through this area and beat an optional boss while we're at it. So let's get to it. I apologize for the nose sniffles there. It's a little weird. For some reason I feel sick even though, like, I know I'm not. But my body just feels sick. It's weird. I could have sworn there was an item up here. Oh well. I don't think Holy Knight Hodrick can invade you if you're not in Ember form. So I might not have to worry about him again. You have to be very careful when dealing with these enemies because they have a lot of poise. You might just think you could like walk up behind them and spam the attack button to kill them. But they can tank a lot of your hits and just turn around and smack you with that giant saw blade of theirs. So I would not recommend just going gung-ho against them. That sign says dash ahead. That's a hint because as you can see there's all these like spears in this area. And that is because there's a giant at the top of that tower over there that is throwing spears at the undead people in this area. He will also throw spears at you. He does not discriminate against certain undead over others. He will attack you too, so just watch out. When you hear spears coming in, just push the dodge roll button. Most of the time you'll be able to avoid it without taking damage. The giant will usually prioritize attacking these things over attacking you. So if there are these enemies nearby, you don't have to worry about the spears hitting you. But once these enemies are dead, of course, he will start attacking you again. Now there's an item on that ledge over there that you have to jump for, and it's kind of risky because he's throwing spears at you, but I would recommend you get it because this is an undead bone shard. And that item will come very much in handy in a little bit here. How is that hitting me? I'm literally dodging as soon as it hits the ground. Oh well. Now if you come over here through these trees... Oh, for fuck's sake. You stupid giant. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. How in the fuck does that keep hitting me every time? I'm dodging, man. The fuck? But yeah, if you come through these trees over here and over to that wooden platform, you can get the cleric set. That's an armor set that you get by default when you choose the cleric class. And it's not a very good armor set, but if you like that kind of fashion souls, then well, who am I to judge? Just want to come through here into this building where the giant spears can't hit you. Right up here is another good dex weapon if you jump onto this little ledge. It's a great Scythe. At least I believe that's a dex weapon. I'm not entirely sure. It is, yes. I mean, C scaling in dexterity, E scaling in strength. Doesn't really have any strength scaling at all. It's a pretty good dex weapon. I think Scythes have pretty cool movesets too. Like attack animations and shit. Now when you come through this hallway, oh my god, his face looks so gross when you zoom in on it. When you come through this hallway, don't go out there just yet. That will put you into a boss fight. And if you want to get a shortcut over to this area without having to run all the way back, I recommend you come this way first. There's a lot of stuff over here that will be more useful to you. Uh-oh. Oh, I made it. We're good. Oh, what? I might die. You know, I think I'm just gonna run, so peace. So yeah, just take the path I'm taking now if you guys want to get a shortcut. I don't recommend you do what I'm doing though, like running past everything can be kind of dangerous, because you can get, like, cornered and killed pretty easily. I think we're gonna use an ember for this section, just so I don't die. Because when you come through here, there'll be a tunnel of rats you have to clear out. And then right in that little misty fog there's another rat. But it's a big rat. Let me see if I can lure him out. Yep, there he is. Did I really get my guard broken by a rat that swiped at me with its fucking little paw? Okay. I mean, I know it's like the size of a horse, but still. Or, no, that's way bigger than a horse. But yeah, you come up here, open this gate, and just like that, you're right back at the bonfire. So, actually, yeah, we're gonna rest here just so I can have more healing items. And then I think we're gonna go do a little more exploring over in that area so we can get some more items. And then we'll fight the boss. Because the boss is pretty cool. Actually, in all honesty, the boss fight in this area is not very cool. I think the boss of this area is very dumb. But, you know, again, similarly to Demon Souls, if you want to be able to use boss souls for anything in this game, then you're going to need to fight this boss over here, because he will give you an item that will allow you to basically turn those boss souls into, like, boss weapons and shit. So if you want that kind of stuff, you kind of have to fight him. But if you don't want that kind of stuff, then you can skip him. I mean, he's optional. Which is nice. I like optional bosses, especially ones that are, like, more challenging. So it's not even something you necessarily have to fight right away. You could come back later when you're overpowered. How is that not a backstab, man? Alright. I guess I'm just used to the backstabs in Demon Souls a little too much. Because I feel like the backstab animations are way more forgiving in that game. I digress. The evangelist is dead. Did I even get souls for killing that? What the fuck? Alright. So yeah, we're just gonna go get a couple more things before we go to fight that boss, because, like I said, there's a lot of useful stuff up here, but you will have to fight more enemies to get it. Like this guy. Same as a saw blade dude, except this guy will chase you with a pot. And do that. I believe it can also throw the pot at you. Oh, yeah. He was about to do it before I killed him. But there you go. Some of these enemy types are really cool. I ain't gonna lie. Get the fire clutch ring there. Well, first of all, we'll talk about the blood bite ring from the giant rat that you killed. That just gives you bleed resistance, so it's a lot like the gash ring in Demon Souls. And then the fire clutch ring will increase the amount of fire damage you do. But in exchange for increasing your fire damage, it will lower your physical damage reduction. Your ability to take physical damage will decrease. Okay, don't do what I just did there. There are guys up there that'll throw fire bombs down at you, so just avoid those little fire barrels that they placed all around them. If you want to get up to where those guys are, just drop down onto this ledge down here and come this way. Come in through this room and you can get yourself another bonfire. I'm not even going to bother resting there and respawning everything because honestly, I don't even feel like there needs to be a bonfire there, but that's fine. We'll just light it and move on. Because right up here, there will be like 3 enemies. You just take care of them. And then right here, if you are playing the pyromancy character, this is a must. Because this guy is very helpful.
Aha, unkindled, are we? Welcome to my abode. I am Cornix, an old pyromancer. A crow in his cage, as you see now. But here we are. An encounter for the ages. I hear the unkindled make for fine vessels. You've been dabbling in pyromancies, it seems. Well then, care to learn some pyromancies from this old man?
So yeah, just like the other 2 NPCs we rescued, this guy will spawn back at Firelink Shrine once you rescue him. But unlike all the other merchants, he will sell you pyromancies. Pretty much exclusively pyromancies.
Most wise. To reiterate, I am Cornix of the Great Swamp. The pleasure is mine.
So if you're doing a pyromancy build or you're playing a pyromancy character, oh fuck. If you're playing a pyromancy character, that guy is a must. Because what he will sell to you is very, very useful. And later on, as you find like more pyromancy tomes, the spells that he sells you will be way more useful as well. We're actually going to go this way. Actually, no, the video is already about halfway over. I don't want to waste more time running back to the bonfire. I think we'll just attempt the boss. And if we die, we die. I'm not going to try to die, obviously, but, you know, if I do, then oh well. This boss is called the Curse-Rotted Greatwood. And it's a gimmicky boss, kind of like Dragon God or some other, like, puzzle bosses in Demon Souls. He's very easy to kill. All you really have to do is smack his pustules. Pop his pustules, make him fall down, and break all the other ones. What the fuck? These hitboxes, man. How did that hit me? Okay. Honestly, kind of embarrassed dying to Curse Rod at Greatwood, because it's one of the easiest bosses in the game. It's just that for some reason, half of his attacks, just sort of hit me, even though I was nowhere near them. I do give Demon Souls a lot of shit for having wonky hitboxes, but honestly, the hitboxes in this game are almost just as bad. Not quite as bad, but pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he like did a body slam on the ground 20 feet behind me, and it still hit me, even though I was directly in front of him. But anyway, we'll just try this again. At least I have healing items this time. How the fuck did that miss? Alright. We're just gonna try to pop his pustules again. And just like that. That's pretty much how you fight this boss. After you pop his first pustule, he'll fall down. And then that thing will come out of him. What? Oh my god! You guys saw that, right? His hand literally, like, he's okay. The hand that comes out of him has a grab attack, obviously, but the grab attack is supposed to be easily telegraphed. The hand is supposed to do like a long, like, swiping animation, and then it's supposed to grab you and slam you into the ground. I did not see that animation. The hand looked like it just did instant transmission. It just instant transmissioned me into its grip. I didn't have any time to react or dodge to that. What the fuck? Why is this boss fight gotta be so glitchy tonight? I did not want this to be my whole fucking video. A fucking easy-ass boss. An easy-ass boss with a giant hitbox and a weird glitched-out animation. I played this game dozens of times, and I've never seen his hand do that. But I digress. We'll try again. Hopefully it works this time. If you're fast, you can actually destroy a lot of his pustules before he falls. Well, watch out for him when he does that slam attack. He'll release this goop on the ground. I think it's like an acid of some kind. I think it can break your equipment if you stand in it for too long. He's got one on his leg. pop the one in the middle again, and then he'll be dead. Okay, see, that time I actually saw the animation. That time, the animation worked. Oh my god. No, I'm not fucking dying to this boss again. How many times do I gotta hit this stupid shit? I hit it twice with my fireball and 3 times with my axe. There. Alright. Curse Rotted Greatwood. We got his soul and we got the Transposing Kiln. If you take the Transposing Kiln, well, we'll just do that right now so I can show you guys what that's all about. Yeah, not only is that like one of my least favorite bosses in this game, just because it's not even really a boss fight, it's more like pop the pustule to win. Yeah, not only is that one of my least favorite boss fights, but like, out of all the Souls games, I think his boss music is also the worst. Just because as soon as you enter the fight, it just sounds like someone, what's his name? I don't remember the name of the person, but he did a Dark Souls parody called Dork Souls. Matthew Chesman, I think his name was. Yeah, shout out to him. That's a funny parody, but like, he made the joke that like, oh, his boss music comes from the fact that like there's just a guy laying on a piano or a church organ, just laying on it dead, and it's just playing out the keys constantly, making a really loud, annoying sound. That's honestly what his boss music feels like. It's not even really music, in my opinion. But anyway. Once you get the Transposing Kiln, you can come over here to this throne. There's a little dude standing on it.
All that unkindled, and a seeker of lords. I am Ludleth of Corland.
Ludleth of Corland.
Look not in bewilderment as I say. I linked the fire long ago, becoming the lord of Cinder. If substantiation be thy want, set thine eyes upon my charred corpse. This sad cadaver. No need to be coy. Have a closer look.
Yeah, so you give him the Transposing Kiln, and he will basically allow you to use any of the boss souls you've gotten to make the boss weapons, or like miscellaneous shit, like spells and rings. In my opinion, if you get the soul of Vort, his hammer is probably the greatest thing you can make with that. The ring isn't really that good. And then with the Rotted Greatwood, the Hollow Slayer's Greatsword, in my experience, is better than Arstor's Spear. I believe this sword does extra damage. It does bonus damage when you're fighting, like, hollow enemies. So enemies that look like undead and shit take more damage from that sword. So yeah. Both good weapons. I'm not gonna make any of them, so I'll just be using the souls instead. So yeah. But if you guys wanna get those weapons, you're more than welcome to. They're definitely good in their own right. But I won't be using them in my playthrough. So now we're just going to go through and use all our souls so we can get some level ups out of all this, maybe. Another thing to Blue Point's credit, they did make the whole, like, consuming souls thing much quicker. Oh yeah, you can find ashes throughout the world. Whenever you find someone's ashes, bring it to this undead merchant lady, and she will basically expand her shop. Every time you give her like the ashes of someone, she'll expand her shop. So now she sells Now she sells like extra pine bundles, she sells more embers, she sells alluring skulls, like, yeah, so just keep an eye on that every now and then. Oh, I forgot about these keys. Are so insanely expensive, but like they're really useful. I was planning on using these souls to level up more, but I think we're gonna have to get these keys instead. Just because they're too useful to pass up. We'll go see what we can do here. I guess, yeah. I didn't really want to waste any more upgrade material on upgrading this useless hand axe, but I'm not entirely... I don't know if I've decided what melee weapon I want to use alongside my pyromancies yet. So I guess I'll just have to hold on to the hand axe until I can think of one. I'll put that blood bite ring on. Why not? It's better than the fucking blue tear stone ring. But yeah, with those two keys we got, one of those keys opens a tower here in Firelink Shrine, and I think we have just enough time left in our video that I can show that off. So come over here where there's this just giant fog wall. It looks impassable, but in actuality this is just a loading screen. Because this game does have rather long loading times. Seed of a Giant. Throughout the game, you'll be able to get Seeds of Giants from that thing. And that will allow you to... Basically, if someone invades your world and you use a Seed of a Giant, the enemies in your world will attack the invader. But without the Seed of a Giant, the enemies in your world will just ignore your invaders. So that's a useful item for that. Now, there are a bunch of items down there, but I don't really want to risk going to get those right now because it is, believe it or not, it is actually a lot more difficult than it seems to get those items. You'd think you could just drop down onto that little gravestone jutting out and get it. But it's really not as easy as it looks because I have slipped and fallen many times off of those gravestones when landing on them. So we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to wait till we can get some better items. Up here you can find a Firekeeper Soul. In the original Dark Souls you would use a Firekeeper Soul to upgrade your Estus. But in this game the Firekeeper Soul is only for, like, getting a different ending in the game, I believe. So, yeah. Now, there are a bunch more items over here we're gonna get. Just, like, drop down here. Can kick this ladder down to have a little shortcut. If you come over this way, you can get another Estus shard. So that's why it's worth spending 20,000 souls on that tower key. Because you can't get into this area. Actually, I guess technically you could get into this area without the tower key. There is a way to get up here without it. But it might take me a while to show that off because it's kind of hard to pull it off. This is like the Sparkly the Crow from like Demon Souls in that you drop an item for it and it'll give you an item in exchange. I recommend you look up a list of like trading items with Sparkly the Crow because there's so many to list off and a lot of them can be useful. And then if you drop down in this little alcove here, you can get the Covetous Silver Serpent Ring. That is basically like the Ring of Avarice. You get more... I don't know if it's 20% more souls. I think it's only like 5 or 10% more souls. And then as you get the upgraded version of the ring, it'll give you more and more souls.
And fast on then these... Use them to... What else are on?
Yeah, that guy is basically like an invasion NPC. He'll give you cracked red eye orbs, which you can use to invade other players' worlds. He's there just to basically tell you, like, yeah, you can invade people in this game. And then if you do it, he has like a little quest line you can follow. It's kind of interesting.
Wasn't it?
So we'll go ahead and use that Estus shard again. So now we have 6 Estus. I think we'll actually get a second Ashen Estus now that we have so many normal Estus. So that'll be nice. And then we'll end off this episode with us burning our first Undead Bone Shard. In doing so, you upgrade your Estus Flask. As you can see, it now says +1. It'll heal more health now. Conversely, the Ashen Estus will also heal more mana. So, yeah, every time you find an Undead Bone Shard or an Estus Shard, those things are really useful for helping you in your playthrough. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Sorry I meant to get through a little more in this episode today, but it looks like that Curse-Rotted Greatwood sort of fucked it all up by glitching out a couple times. But anyway, but nevertheless, I'll see you in the next part.